Okay, so topic for today is productivity measurement techniques. Okay, so there are numerous techniques that we are using to measure productivity and productivity. Why we calculate productivity? To check your performance, to assess your performance. Okay, where you are lying basically, and where you need to go. So for that, you need to check your productivity. If you talk about that cost focus era, so prime concern in that cost focus era was to improve productivity. You have deployed job specialization, you have deployed that mass moving assembly line. So all these are to improve the productivity basically. Okay, so if you do not calculate productivity, it will not work in industrial context. So there are various techniques, tools and techniques to use or to measure the productivity. First is partial productivity, second is multi-factor productivity, third is total productivity, fourth is normative performance, and fifth is multi-criteria performance. Okay, as I have told earlier that what is productivity? Productivity is simply a ratio between output to input. Okay, means how much input you have deployed and how much output you have gained, and the ratio in between these two parameters is known as productivity. So what is basically partial productivity? To check the impact of a particular input to the total output. Okay, like labor productivity is there, material productivity is there. Okay, land productivity is there, capital productivity is there, material productivity is there. So all these are examples of partial productivity. Similarly, what is multi-factor productivity? As you know that nowadays output is depend on multiple factors. Okay, not only one factor contributing towards improving productivity. So what is multi-factor productivity means to gain some output, you are deploying multiple factors. Okay, like labor is there, capital is there. So in totality, if you want to check that what is output by deploying some set of inputs, so for that you will check this method, multi-factor productivity. Okay, similarly next is total productivity. What is total productivity? Means total output divided by total input. Okay, it may be tangible, it may be intangible, it may be both. Okay, like in terms of product, in terms of production concept, it is known as tangible output. In terms of product as well as services, both, it is known as uh, total tangible and intangible output divided by total tangible and intangible inputs. And if you if you want to calculate total productivity of services, so in that case you will check total tangible output divided by total tangible input, like total intangible output divided by total intangible input. Like in education sector, education is totally service industry. Okay, crude oil production is totally production industry. So in that case, in terms of crude oil, it is known as total tangible output divided by total tangible input. And in case of education sector, total intangible output divided by total intangible input. And in terms of any sector like restaurant, like automotive, like other any other industry, you will check total productivity through total tangible and intangible output divided by total tangible and intangible input. So that is basically total productivity. Similarly, normative performance, it is broader way. Okay, like you can't assess anything in terms of only financial perspective, only single perspective. You need to check or you need to do the qualitative assessment also, or you need to take expert advice also. So for that you need to consider this normative performance. Okay, normative performance means focused group type of performance. Okay, like nowadays most of the organizations are based on project. Okay, so in projects there are certain teams that are working, and you will check the performance based on the team to team. Okay, what a certain team is doing, what a certain team is means which team is better for you. So for that you will check this normative performance. Similarly, multi-criteria performance, that is also extension of this qualitative as well as quantitative assessment. Like nowadays we are using objective based objective mapping, or you are using balanced scorecard. So all these things comes under the category of multi-criteria, means not only one criteria is the determinant to get a certain output, but a lot many factors are there, or lot many determinants are there to get a certain output. So for that you will check this multi-criteria performance. Okay, so now we will check it one by one. What is partial productivity, what is multi-factor productivity, what is total productivity, what is normative, and what is multi-criteria performance. Okay, so what is partial productivity? Simply, as you know, that productivity is what? Output to input. Okay, output upon input. So to check labor productivity, what is that? Partial productivity. Why partial? Means you are considering only one aspect, means how much productive your workers are. Okay, so by which way you will calculate the productivity? Total output attained divided by man hour, means a particular labor is worked for particular hours, and in a certain day what was his or her productivity. Okay, so you will check the total output produced by that person or that labor divided by man hour. What is man hour? Means particular person deployed the hours that a particular person deployed to produce some type of product. Okay, so that is basically labor productivity. Okay, next is machine productivity. What is machine productivity? To check what is output created by a particular machine. Okay, so that will be calculated by output divided by machine hour. Okay, the formula would be output divided by machine hour, means how much time a machine have been worked, okay, in working condition. Okay, and by working for that much hour, how much quantity that machine have produced. So that is basically productivity of that machine. Similarly, next is material productivity. What is material productivity? How much input you have deployed to generate a particular product. Okay, and what is the output? Like a car is made up of 30,000 components. Okay, and if all the 30,000 components are operational, then only you will get a defect-free automotive product. Okay, so for that you need to ensure total material productivity, means all the material, all the raw material that you have deployed to produce a automotive product, okay, all should be in functional stage. If any one product will not work, the car would not be in functional stage. Okay, so that's why you need to ensure the material productivity. Similarly, next is land productivity. What is land productivity? It is worked in agriculture sector. You will check whether in 1 acre land how much yield you have generated in a particular year. Like in a particular year you have attained 3 ton from 1 acre. Okay, so what is productivity? 3 ton per acre. Okay, next time you have attained 3.5 ton per acre. So that means there is an increase in terms of land productivity. Okay, so that is basically land productivity, and it is calculated in agriculture sector. So that is partial productivity. Why partial? Because you are only looking towards a certain dimension. Okay, next is capital productivity. What is capital productivity? Means how much money you have deployed to a certain operation. Okay, and what are the outcome basically. Okay, if in some business you get negative productivity in terms of capital, you will immediately get back your money from that business. Okay, why? Because capital productivity is not up to the mark. Means the capital you have deployed to certain operation, you would be able to get higher in terms of capital. Okay, then only you will go for, or you will consider such type of productivity. Means capital productivity means how much money you have deployed to certain operation and how much you have gained from that operation. Okay, so that is basically capital productivity. So that is what partial productivity. These all are the examples of partial productivity. Means you are considering only one parameter, only one factor to calculate the productivity. So that is what partial productivity. Now another is multi-factor productivity. So what is multi-factor? Means when you are considering more than one factors. Okay, like as a production engineer, you are going to adopt labor productivity, you are going to adopt machine productivity, and you are going to adopt material productivity. And as an owner of organization, you will consider all the factors of productivity. So that is what multi-factor productivity means. You will check, consider all output and input at the same time and convert things to price-based unit. Okay, so there are two types of variations, two models. Total productivity, you may calculate total productivity or you may calculate total factor productivity. Okay, what is total productivity? As I have told earlier, that total productivity in terms of product, only product, like crude oil production. Okay, that is total production. Okay, means total extracting some product. Okay, that is crude oil. So in that case, you will check total tangible output. Okay, total tangible output divided by total tangible input. But in case of services, you will check here total intangible output divided by total intangible input, like in education sector. And in case of automotive, in case of computer system manufacturing or some other field, you will consider total tangible plus intangible output divided by total tangible plus intangible inputs. Okay, so you will check total productivity based on what you are going to deliver to your customer. Okay, whether you are going to deliver only product or whether you are going to deliver only services or you are going to deliver both product and services. Okay, so by that way you will calculate the total productivity. Okay, so for that you need to define and calculate all the factors of input. You need to define and calculate all the outputs and develop the data collection system. What is data collection system? Means what data you need. Okay, basically to develop some product. Okay, so what is that? Basically total productivity. Like in terms of total productivity, you will first extract the customer related information. Okay, means we are going to produce a certain quantity of product, so we will check whether our customer is willing to buy my product or not. Okay, so develop the data collection system, develop the data documentation process to map the total productivity. Okay, next is total factor productivity, that I have told earlier, that in terms of total factor productivity, you will check which factor is contributing up to what extent. Like we are having labor, we are having capital, we are having machinery, we are having material, and all products, all factors are having certain weight. Okay, like number one factor is having so much weight and number two factor is much more important for me. Okay, number third factor is this much important for me. So you will assign certain weight. Weight may be either in terms of alpha, beta, gamma, or in terms of certain means you will check that we should wait on 10, we should wait on 100, we should wait on 1000. That depends. Okay, that depends totally based on organization to organization. But if you want to calculate total factor productivity, means there are more than one factors that are contributing towards getting some output, and for that you will check which factor is contributing up to what extent. So that is basically total factor productivity. Okay, so this is all about multi-factor. So there are two categories, total productivity and total factor productivity. Okay, next is normative performance. So this is broader way. Nowadays, lot of organizations are based on project organizations. So there are structured group processes. Structured group means team 1 is performing some similar type of task, team 2 is performing similar type of task, team 3 is performing similar type of task, and which team is better. So for that you will check it based on normative. Okay, so that is what normative performance. Certain norms are there, certain rules and regulations are there, and you will check whether they are performing it or not. Okay, whether they are doing work in well-versed manner or not. So that is basically structured group process. Delphi technique are there, means if you need some expert suggestion, so for that you will perform Delphi technique. Okay, so that is basically normative performance. Okay, and last is multi-criteria performance. What is multi-criteria? Like developing some index, objective metrics is there, balanced scorecard is there, aggregation of various inputs are there, means we need to aggregate our labor. What is aggregation? Basically close to the approximation. Like nowadays we are having workers on contractual basis. If certain work is there, you will have contractual labor. Okay, otherwise you will have some limited amount of you will maintain some limited amount of workers over there. So what is that? Basically aggregation. So aggregate various measures created by normative approach in an integrated fashion. Means you will aggregate all the inputs. You will aggregate labor, you will aggregate machinery, you will aggregate facility, even you will aggregate capital. Okay, do proper budgeting, proper allocation of fund to certain project. Okay, so that is basically aggregation, optimization. So aggregate various measures created by a normative approach in an integrated fashion. You will develop some skills index over there, like as I have told earlier, ease of doing business is there. Okay, happiness index is there, and lot many countries are working now towards improving their ranking on these index. Why these index are created? To improve the performance. Okay, to improve the global performance, because nowadays the economy is of globalized nature. Okay, so ease of doing business, if you are better in ease of doing business, then only you will be doing well in terms of in terms of improving your economy, GDP, and improving your position, okay, across the globe. Okay, so that is basically countries are working towards, and companies are also working towards improving their index, developing a new skills, that is multi-criteria performance. Okay, objective metrics are there. Means to do some certain type of business, you need to develop some objective, and you will map those objective. Means up to what extent you have mapped those objective. Okay, for balanced scorecard, you will check your financial performance as well as business process, as well as this customer side, and other factors are there, and multi criteria performance matrices are there, like score model is there, like other various matrices are there. So all these comes under the category of multi criteria performance. So these are all about this productivity measurement techniques. Okay, so by this way you can contribute towards improving your performance, improving your organizational performance, improving your individual performance, improving your group based performance, improving your organizational performance, and improving your country related, nation related nation related performance. Okay, so all these are the methods, various methods that you may use to improve, to measure your productivity. Okay, if you are having certain doubts or query, you may ask. Thank you.